Did you miss me too? Because I missed you guys. Welcome everybody to the second series of Mean Greenie. This is Monica and I want to say hi to my plants. I have a new one. It's a cactus plant. It's a good indoor plant. So I named him Kato. Hi Kato! And as you know, this channel is not about blaming the government or sitting and waiting, especially when we have a limited time to actually do something. From all what I've spoken about, we can look at little solutions to stop the aggravation of climate change. And the way to do that is to look at what are the causes of what are the things that aggravate it or make it even worse. The first one I'm going to talk about is deforestation. Deforestation is the indiscriminate felling of trees or the removal of a forested area that has millions of trees present. In Nigeria, we have about 3% of that forest area left. A tree can store up to 2.5 million tons of carbon, which is a greenhouse gas, every year. If you watched my second episode, I explained how industrialization and mechanization, they would cause technological advancement. That was great, but trees bore the brunt. They were being cut down for more space, for more land resources, and because of that, our average temperature began to skyrocket. Let's change that. Let's start imperfectly. How can we do this? One is by protecting whatever forests we have left. These trees are storing millions and millions of tons of carbon. You don't want to disturb that. So protect them. Whatever forest patch you have left, if it is to join an organization, if it is to donate for the protection of that tree or that forest, do that. The next thing that you can do is to restore. Just like Nigeria, we have lost most of our tree cover. The next, start planting again. Plant trees again. Have indoor plants like me and suck up the excess carbon in the atmosphere. The third is what I'm doing. Educate. You would be surprised how many people don't know the benefits of trees. Yes, there's the benefit it does. It gives food, it gives medicine, but also it is a simple solution to combat climate change. And the most important thing is, yes, you can plant the trees, but maintain, look after them, water them. There are so many people that plant a lot of trees and don't take care of them. Don't be that person. Let's start, shall we? Everybody by now knows that I work in LUFASI, an NGO based in Lagos. This NGO is dedicated to forest conservation, environmental education, and animal rehabilitation. We had the privilege to plant some trees, and here is a tutorial. This is Mr. Francis. He is LUFASI's forest guard and the manager of LUFASI's organic farm. So these are just the basic things for planting. You have your watering can with water. You have some manure. You can use cow dung or you can use easy organic compost. You have your plant of your choice. For this, you have to please contact your horticulturist or florist to know what kind of plant is needed for the area that you want to plant. Last but not least, you have a bit of topsoil and you have your tools, shovel, if you want gloves, but we as environmentalists, we like to get our hands dirty, so you just use your hands for planting. So now we're going to start planting. Let's go. Mr. Francis, to dig this hole, how deep do we have to dig it?
For a tree, you need to dig like 1 to 2 feet. But if it is those crop or indoor plants, it should be 6 inches. This is African peach tree.
So after digging the hole, the first thing we're gonna do is put some topsoil. This topsoil right here, we're gonna add some. The topsoil is what is the soil on the ground, and it has to be loamy soil. Now the next thing, Mr. Francis, what's the next thing?
Is to plant.
The next thing is to plant, and here you have to make sure that you tear open the nylon. I know it's bad we are using plastic, but what you have to do is make sure that the soil is intact. You don't want to expose the plant to root shock, so just lift it up a bit, Mr. Francis. So it's compact, you don't dismantle it, and you just put it in. Okay. All right, you put some more topsoil to cover the hole. Make sure that the plant is in the middle of the hole, and gather a lot of topsoil and keep pressing it so that the plant is standing erect in the hole. Okay. And after this, what next?
Put some manure.
Okay. Put some manure. This, as I said, it can be cow dung, can be chicken poop, or it can just be your organic compost from your kitchen. And even though it has termites or some insects in it, that's fine. Like you can see the insects, and they are very good for the soil. And then we cover it up with more topsoil, and we are done.
And then in the end, you just sprinkle a bit of water because it needs moisture. Okay. And you have your plant, water it every day. And there you have a tree.
This is another tree we're gonna plant together. It's an indigenous tree called Terminalia superba. You can use short form Terminalia. It's a wood species, and it's dying out because they have been cut indiscriminately in the country for wood. So let's get to planting. Here you have it, another tree.
Bye. Thank you. Plant more.
For those of us that don't have the space big enough to plant a tree, because they do require a large space, I went down to my local gardener who has a garden near next to my home, and he has a wide variety of indoor plants and a vast knowledge on them. So let's speak to him.
This is a tiger plant. It's an indoor plant and doesn't need so much sunlight. This is Don King. It's an indoor plant and it was away insects. It's a Chinese bamboo. It's an indoor plant. This pink ivy is a nice plant and it brings out a lot of good flowers. It's Joseph's cord. It's an indoor plant and it's edible too. It's for salad, kinds of vegetable, you can consume it for your health and it's good for human consumption.
Come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So now you have an idea of what plants to get and who to go to. Please, if you live within the Shongotedo, Abidjan regions, kindly give him a call. I will drop his number in the comment section below for you to get in contact with. As you can see, he has a variety of flowers and he has a good knowledge about what to plant in your room and what you require. Thank you for listening to me. Kindly join my green tribe. I make new videos every week. Please let us start imperfectly by planting these beautiful flowers in our houses, in our gardens, even if we can't plant trees. This is your Mean Greenie signing out, and I will catch you next week. Bye.